it turns out that my world state isn't what I thought it was, and I discovered that while reading codex entries, which by the way will be at the end of the video. And so my entire story changes. Well, maybe not the entire story, but some parts that I really cared about didn't change, which I believe I will be talking about in this video.
Look at this. The apostates have gone mad with power.
I see just as many Templars.
I'm so sad I fucked up with the world state. I think it saved half of what changes I made in the keep, but the other half, Templar encampment. We must be ready to fight not only the mages, but those who sympathize with them. Have not the mages blood magic to trick the minds of the unwary? That's loud. Are not most people, as we know them, sheep, ready to be led by those who speak with authority? The people must be protected from the mages. It is our right and our duty. But those who supply them with lyrium, those who offer them comfort and food, those who shirk their duty to supply us for our worthy fight, they are sympathizers. Ah, the sound is distracting me. I'm not used to loud sounds like this. Okay, that's better. Where was I? They are sympathizers who have lain with demons and can breed only abominations, and they must be slain as such. We will wage our war from our camp off the West Road, and we will not stop until this world is clean. A letter written in a crisp and educated hand. I'll let you make up your own mind when it comes to how this was written versus how the mages talk. Ah, wrong one. Oh, it doesn't work? That's weird. Okay. Oh. Wait, where? Oh, we're still fighting him. My bad. Ah, too late. Oh, I haven't played for a few days. I'm not used to the controls anymore. And again, I was kicking ass here as a human. And now I'm not. Now I'm pretty lame. Can I pull him? Yeah. Hey. Oh my god. Is it just me, or is something up with my camera and movement? Something feels off. Maybe it's the shielded dudes. I have to remember I'm the tank.
The Templars have secured a position ahead.
Yeah, thanks, game. Okay, fine, focus him. I hate how it moves the camera when I focus someone. I can't. I miss the first game. I miss the first game's tactics, but I don't like these. This bothers me. It doesn't feel the same. Maybe it's because I'm playing with a controller. Maybe. Yeah, but I can't get used. Oh, you're too far away, dude. I need more guard. When I was trying out warrior with my human, I had Blackwall. I recruited Blackwall, and when I leveled him up, I got him this. Or was it this? No, yeah, it was this. Yes! Yes! With this upgrade, and oh, everyone had guard. It was amazing. So those are my goals, but I think I'm gonna get it now. Actually, I don't know, it kind of makes sense for him to have it instead. Oh no, no! My controller died. Ah, why does it always die when I'm fighting someone? Never when I explore, ever. Am I even hitting him? I can't see because of the camera position. Ugh, I'm always too late. Like, I click it and then they die.
We must still deal with the apostates, however.
What was I saying? shit. Oh yeah, so maybe I'll just have Blackwell in my party. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. We'll see how it goes. Wait, wasn't there an onyx stone or something back there? Like here. Aha. Look at this. Minus Cassandra's butt. I mean, for some people, plus Cassandra's butt, but am I being careful? I don't have full damage. You know. I'm gonna play as if I don't have it. See, if I didn't have it, I would probably get hurt there just from jumping this tiny little waterfall. And that's why I have it. This place is so beautiful. I will never be over how beautiful it is. I wanna live there. I don't want to even have a house there. I would just live in a tent. I don't care. A letter found on a dead body. Take it back, take it back, take it back. Dreams won't stop until you take it back to the Western Fortress. They will never stop. You will wake up screaming and find notes written by your own sleeping hand. Take it back, or I will draw allies to do it for me. Take what back? A letter found on a dead wharf. I don't care how many demons and apostates are in that area. The package was lost somewhere on the river north of those farms. Follow the river and find it, or we'll find you. Wait, was this giving guard? Oh! See, that's why you shouldn't skip skills. Oh, and she would... maybe you should... Oh, they're frozen? Perfect timing to test it. Again!
No
Oh,
normal
I
wolf
love
would
when they
fight with such
explode.
determination.
Not the
The Greeks may have
doggies!
driven them mad, or perhaps
Just
a demon took command of the pack.
anyone. Okay, I need to rearrange my skills. I know it doesn't look like much of a difference between X and RB, but it is for me.
We could make camp here?
Why do you think I'm here, Solace? A letter in an empty home. Endrin. They're telling everyone to leave until the mages and Templars stop burning everything down. I saw the way the merchants were looking, though. If we just flee, they'll pick our houses clean. I'm taking your little project to the cave in the hills up north. You know the one. It'll be safe there until this all blows over. Hassel. What project, I wonder?
I suppose this must be Master Dennett.
And who are you then? Talk to my father if you have business here.
Nice house. Yeah, I'm gonna loot you first. Then talk to you.
Inquisition, eh? Here you're trying to bring order back. It's high time someone did.
Bottles of Tatas. Carnal 869 Blessed. An Orlesian liquor for the daring or those who wish to seem so. Said to enhance sensation. And at the bottom, an erotically carved peach pit. Peach pit? Oh my god. The design is plain, but the butler assures that the act of carving was scandalous.
Never thought it'd be a Hallow-rider for... Watch yourself, Inquisition. It's ugly out there.
Alright.
Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
Now my volume is kinda low.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
I don't feel like he has a problem with me.
That sounds more than reasonable.
Glad to hear it. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards.
What was
That's all
that?
they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden Forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
It sounded like a goat. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 1, by Varric Tetras. They say Coin never sleeps, but anyone who's walked the patrol of Hightown Market at midnight might disagree. The pickpockets and confidence men head to the taverns at dusk. The dwarven businessmen and nobles go back to their tiny palaces to fret over the ways they got cheated, and the market falls silent. Donan Brenokovich? Knew every angle of the market with his eyes closed. 20 years of patrols had etched it into him, so that he walked that beat even in his dreams. The recruit, Javelin, was another story. The ring of steel striking stone told Donan that the kid had stumbled into a column again. His new armor would be full of dents by sunrise. Torches would make this easier. The sound of Javelin hauling himself off the pavement was like a tinker's cart crashing. Torches make you night blind. You'll adjust. Donan crossed the square to help the kid to his feet. A breeze carried across the plaza, sending the banners and pennants shivering and carrying an old, familiar scent. Donan stopped in his tracks. Something's wrong. His voice was low, warning. He peered into the dark, up at the mezzanine just above them. Follow me. Be ready for trouble. The two guards climbed the dark stairs, and there, in a puddle of shadow, found the body. Gold-trimmed satin glittered through the blood. Get the captain, Donan sighed. We've got a dead magistrate. Ooh.
Good to see you, Inquisition.
And now there was a cow. Okay, so yeah, I did hear a
I
goat
heard what my
earlier.
man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like dark spawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
I love her armor. Well, clothes that are kinda... Look at those pumpkins! I dare anyone to pick one up and carry it.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Look at Solus in the background.
I've marked good spots on the map. You set up
Alright,
watchtowers
dude.
there,
I
I've
heard
marked
you
good
the
spots on
first
map.
time.
You set up
Oh my
watchtowers there,
god!
I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
What kind of racing are you talking about?
I set up a course over there with stakes in the ground. It's too narrow to race directly, so I time it with a sandglass. You try to ride the course before I call time.
I'll try one of your courses.
Wonderful. Get your horse and I'll set up the stakes. You make time, I'll throw in some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition.
But no, buy yourself a dress, unless you don't wanna. Did you hear the flies in there? This is so cool that they even put in fly sounds. I never played with headphones on, by the way. That's why I'm appreciating all the sounds. And yes, we're doing it. I might speed it up in the video. I bet you right now that I'm gonna fail the last one. Because of this one place. I love the mounts, but I don't like that banter doesn't happen.
Fancy another race?
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away.
So banter doesn't happen when you're on a horse, and that's deal breaker for me. I would rather walk. Oh, we're going this way. I would only use a horse if there's a really huge distance to go and I don't have any camps to use to fast travel. But the splashes are so cool. Wait, was it here? I got so caught up in the splashes. Oh, they greeted me, the horses. I never noticed.
Fancy another race?
Yes.
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up...
Sorry. Alright, this is the one. I will tell you exactly where I fail every time. Well, not every time, but it failed me a few times. And I know I can slow down, but I don't want to slow down. Ah! Well, that was unintentional. Maybe it was a sign. I love when the ground turns green like this. Okay, we're approaching the shit spot. So right over this hill, exactly here somewhere. I passed! Yay! I have no idea what the point is in this, but it's pretty. It looks pretty when I do it, so I don't mind. Thank you, horsies.
I'll be damned. You've mastered every course I set up.
Where was I gonna go? I kinda wanna go recruit Bull. Eh. Sure, well, let's do this. Wait. Oh, I haven't been here. A heartfelt request. Lost. Prize-winning Druffalo. Droofy? Or is it Druffy? Droofy sounds cuter. I'm sorry. Run when demons attacked. Last seen down in the gully. Reward if found and return to farmstead. Yeah, it's so heartfelt. A note posted on a public board with a simple map showing the general location of the Druffalo to where to return her. Whatever you have heard of Kirkwall's rebellion, the truth is far worse. I would spare you that. What remains of Kirkwall's Templars have been under my command for the past few years. We have done what we could to assist with the city's recovery, to restore some semblance of order. But my time here is done. Seeker Pantagast has approached me. She wishes to stop the war between mages and Templars. She has been recruiting men and women to the cause and wishes me to oversee the group's military concerns. If the conclave goes well, then we will not be needed. If not, we stand ready. I have decided to take Seeker Pantagast's offer. The circles have fallen. I can give no more to the Templar Order, nor it to me. The Maker has shown me a new path. I must take it. There are some who claim men have no place in the Chantry, beyond the lowest rank of scholarly brothers and those who take their place amongst the Templars. It is not true. This is an organization spanning 7 nations, from the smallest village, Chantry, to the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. It takes more than sermons to keep it alive. There is an invisible army at work, ensuring meals are delivered, repairs are made, and faithful attended to. And much of it done by Chantry brothers like myself. The position of High Chancellor places a man beside the most holy. I control who is permitted audience, handle her correspondence, deliver her word to Thedas, and serve as her advisor on matters which may be mundane, but cannot be disregarded. If I have influence, let it be said it is something I use sparingly, if at all. This is a task to which I devote myself with solemnity, and I and my fellows bear a burden so that others are free to guide the spirits of Thedas unencumbered. She has many names. Most know her as Sister Leliana, or the Nightingale. Some refuse to speak her name at all, referring to her only as the left hand of the Divine, the shadow behind the sunburst throne. The spymaster Marjolaine trained Leliana from a young age. For years, Leliana was Marjolaine's instrument, in the great game of Orlais. While Leliana was devoted to Marjolaine, the reverse was not true. Marjolaine betrayed Leliana and almost succeeded in killing her. Leliana survived the betrayal thanks to revered mother Dorothea. Following this betrayal, Leliana spent several years in a cloister in Ferelden, hiding from her past. Inspired by revered mother Dorothea, Leliana dedicated herself to her faith, discovering peace in a simple life of devotion. But when the fifth blight began, she received what she believed a vision from the Maker. This prompted her to leave her sanctuary, taking up arms against the Darkspawn. Several years after the defeat of the Archdemon, Leliana received a summons from Dorothea, now Divine Justinia V. She returned to Orlais to become an agent of the Sunburst throne. Justinia perished in the explosion that destroyed the Divine Conclave, and Leliana became a founding member and spy master of the new Inquisition. Seeker Cassandra, Josephine Montillier, is a noble from the nation of Antiva. She was educated in Val-Royaux, where she built connections among the court. Once she finished her schooling, at a surprisingly young age, Lady Montillier became the official diplomat between King Fulgeno of Antiva to Empress Celine of Orlais. The appointment suits her. She is well-traveled, familiar with many forms of etiquette, and by all accounts a skilled negotiator. If that endorsement does not suffice, Josephine is a personal friend. I have faith in her. We require someone both influential and trustworthy to be an ambassador for the Inquisition. You cannot tell me you would prefer to take the job yourself, Sister Leliana. Cassandra, I understand our first order of business must be to investigate the bizarre breach in the sky and protect people from the demons descending. While my search continues, I wish to draw your attention to a new arrival at our camp, an elven apostate, calling himself Solus. Solus entered the camp voluntarily, surrendering his staff to Chantry forces without protest. He is not Dalish, and says that he has never been part of the Circle, claiming instead to have studied magic peacefully on his own, particularly magic tied to the Fade. While I suspect you will be reluctant to accept the help of an apostate, Solus did come to us freely. Witnesses saw him in a nearby village at the time of the blast, so he was likely not responsible for what happened at the Conclave. However, he has described the effects of the breach in enough detail to convince me that he knows more about the Fade than anyone else present. Solus has requested permission to study the lone survivor and one of the smaller rifts, in hopes of finding a way to seal the breach. He has correctly guessed that it is growing, and believes it will destroy the entire world unless we find a way to stop it. Unless you object, I will allow him his studies, under proper observation, of course.